Namaskaram, I'm Arthy Kanagasuntharam from Germany. Today I'm going to perform 3 songs on Carnatic Veena. I have been learning Carnatic Veena from Sri G.R.S. Murthy sir. Thank you to Samskriti team for this opportunity.
Namaste everyone. Before I start to tell about myself, I would like to thank you, Samskriti Europe, for giving me an opportunity to showcase my hobbies. And a special thank for Malti ji for encouraging me to participate in the Utsav. So I am Mala Katare. I stay in Darmstadt, Germany. I'm a housewife and a hobby artist. I would like to say that. And I got an I started my hobby with mandala art. So while painting mandala art, I uh, felt interesting about Indian traditional art forms. So I started learning about them, to know about them. Starting with mandala art, beautifully painted on a symmetrical board and using the geometrical shapes like circles and triangles and spiritual symbols like kamal, shank. It is mandala is always associated with meditation. My next painting is Madhubani art. It is also called as a Mithila art. Originated from Bihar and now it is gaining a popularity in traditional art forms. We can get the origin of the Madhubani art from our history. Painting is a form of narrating a story, so as Madhubani art. It tells us the story about Rama and Sita. It also tells the story of our day to day life. The use of natural colors and symbols and um, symbols such as fish, turtles, etc. are the key features of this art form. Tanjore painting. It is originated in Tamil Nadu, known for its rich colors, multidimensional visualization. Commonly, Tanjore painting represents Hindu deities and their vahanas. This painting is one of the expensive in India as it is made of gold, foils and rare stones. Uh, use of contrast colors um, and the painting details makes this painting more effective. I choose traditional art forms as it is associated with stories and helped me in my spiritual growth and brought me a lot of positivity in my life. Thank you once again.
Namaskaram. My name is Geetha Sridharan. Thanks to Samskriti Europe for this wonderful opportunity. This is my 4th consecutive year participating in Margazhi Utsavam conducted by Samskriti Europe. Today I am going to start the concert with the Tamil song Alli Undidalam Vari in the Ragam Pantuvarali, Thalam Adi. இந்த பாட்டு ரொம்ப ஸ்பெஷல். என்னன்னா, இந்த பாட்டில் திருவள்ளுவர் எழுதின திருக்குறள்லேருந்து சிலப்பதிகாரம், ஸ்ரீவக சிந்தாமணி இது வரைக்கும் நம்ம சங்க காலத்தில் இருந்த அத்தனை இலக்கியங்களும் எவ்வளவு அழகு, கொள்ளை அழகு. தமிழ்னாலே ஒரு அழகு, கொள்ளை அழகு. அதை எவ்வளோ அதை நம்ம அனுபவித்தாலும் பத்தாது. அந்த அளவுக்கு தமிழில் நிறைய விஷயங்கள் இருக்குங்கிறத இந்த பாட்டில் சொல்லியிருக்கு. Not only for Tamil, mother tongue is very very important. So we have to appreciate our own mother tongue and also enjoy the beauty and richness of our literature in our own language. அள்ளி உண்டிடலாம் வாரி, அள்ளி உண்டிடலாம் வாரி, எல்லோரும் தெள்ளமுதாகிய செந்தமிழ் தேனை அள்ளி உண்டிடலாம் வாரி, எல்லோரும் தெள்ளமுதாகிய செந்தமிழ் தேனை அள்ளி உண்டிடலாம் வாரி, எல்லோரும் தெள்ளமுதாகிய செந்தமிழ் தேனை அள்ளி உண்டிடலாம் வாரி. உள்ளமெல்லாம் கலை, உள்ளமெல்லாம் கலை, வெள்ளத்தால் நனைய, உள்ளமெல்லாம் கலை, வெள்ளத்தால் நனைய, உவகை கொண்டு ஆனந்த கண்ணீர் சொரிய, உள்ளமெல்லாம் உள்ளமெல்லாம் கலை, வெள்ளத்தால் நனைய, உவகை கொண்டு ஆனந்த கண்ணீர் சொரிய, அள்ளி உண்டிடலாம் வாரி, எல்லோரும் தெள்ளமுதாகிய செந்தமிழ் தேனை அள்ளி உண்டிடலாம் வாரி. வள்ளுவன் மறையும் மணிமேகலையும் வளையாபதியும் குண்டலகேசியும் வள்ளுவன் மறையும் மணிமேகலையும் வளையாபதியும் குண்டலகேசியும் வில்லும் தரமில்லா சிலப்பதிகாரமும் வில்லும் தரமில்லா சிலப்பதிகாரமும் விலை மதிப்பில்லா சிந்தா மணியும் மற்றதும் உண்டு. வில்லும் தரமில்லா சிலப்பதிகாரமும் விலை மதிப்பில்லா சிந்தாமணியும் மற்றதும் உண்டு. அள்ளி உண்டிடலாம் வாரி எல்லோரும் தெள்ளமுதாகிய செந்தமிழ் தேனை அள்ளி உண்டிடலாம் வாரி அள்ளி உண்டிடலாம் வாரி வாரி வாரி. தனம் தரும் கல்வி தரும் ஒரு நாளும் தளர்வறியா மனம் தரும். தனம் தரும் கல்வி தரும் ஒரு நாளும் தளர்வறியா மனம் தரும். தெய்வ வடிவும் தரும் நெஞ்சில் வஞ்சமில்லா இனம் தரும். நல்லனையெல்லாம் தரும். அன்பர் என்பவர்க்கே தனம் தரும் பூங்குழலாள் அபிராமி கடை கண்களே அபிராமி கடை கண்களே கடை கண்களே கடை கண்களே ஏ அவள் தான் அனைத்தையும் ஆட்டுபவள். அவள் தான் அனைத்தையும் ஆட்டுபவள். அருளால் இருளினை ஓட்டுபவள். அவள் தான் அனைத்தையும் ஆட்டுபவள். அருளால் இருளினை ஓட்டுபவள். அவள் தான் அனைத்தையும் ஆட்டுபவள். அருளால் இருளினை ஓட்டுபவள். மழையாய் பொழிவாள் மனத்தினிலே தில்லையில் அவள் பெயர் சிவகாமி. தில்லையில் அவள் பெயர் சிவகாமி. திருக்கடையூரிலே அபிராமி. தில்லையில் அவள் பெயர் சிவகாமி. திருக்கடையூரிலே அபிராமி. நெல்லையில் காந்திமதி அன்னையவள். நெல்லையில் காந்திமதி அன்னையவள். நீலக்கடலோரம் கண்ணியவள். நெல்லையில் காந்திமதி அன்னையவள். நீலக்கடலோரம் கண்ணியவள். அவள் தான் அனைத்தையும் ஆட்டுபவள். அருளால் இருளினை ஓட்டுபவள். மணமகளாயிருப்பாள் மதுரையிலே. மலருடைகள் தரிப்பாள் மயிலையிலே. திரு மயிலையிலே. திரு மயிலையிலே. மணமகளாயிருப்பாள் மதுரையிலே. மலருடைகள் தரிப்பாள் மயிலையிலே. திரு மயிலையிலே. திரு மயிலையிலே. கணவனை வேண்டிடுவாள் காஞ்சியிலே. கணவனை வேண்டிடுவாள் காஞ்சியிலே. கடைக்கண் காட்டிடுவாள் காசியிலே. கடைக்கண் காட்டிடுவாள் காசியிலே. அவள் தான் அனைத்தையும் ஆட்டுபவள். அருளால் இருளினை ஓட்டுபவள். ஞான பால் தருவாள் காழியிலே. காழியிலே. ஞான பால் தருவாள் காழியிலே. காழியிலே. நம்பிக்கை ஒளி தருவாள் வாழ்வினிலே. நம் வாழ்வினிலே. மோன பழம் தருவாள் கையிலே. மோன பழம் தருவாள் கையிலே. முற்றும் உணர்ந்தவர்க்கு மயிலவளே. முற்றும் உணர்ந்தவர்க்கு மயிலவளே. ஆடும் மயிலவளே. ஆடும் மயிலவளே. அவள் தான் அனைத்தையும் ஆட்டுபவள். அருளால் இருளினை ஓட்டுபவள். அவள் தான் அனைத்தையும் ஆட்டுபவள். அருளால் இருளினை ஓட்டுபவள். அருளால் இருளினை ஓட்டுபவள். அருளால் இருளினை ஓட்டுபவள்.
Namaskaram. My name is Gayathri Raghuraman and I'm a freelance storyteller on top of my current profession in the sector of information technology. The current trend and the most powerful impact, not just in our sector, but it has impacted a lot of people across the world and really changed the way how things behave, is the artificial intelligence or AI, and more specifically the generative artificial intelligence or Gen AI. Being an active contributor myself into this field, my mind was thinking, are there any parallels and references that we can draw from our own rich and fascinating Indian mythology with generative AI? Friends, this is the topic that I would like to speak about in the next few minutes, and these are really purely my personal references, and I hope that you like my interpretations. Generative AI, in its most simplest form of definition, is something like a super smart computer program which is able to learn from different information sources. It is able to learn information through pictures, through videos, through stories, basically any format of information you provide, it is able to learn. And if you as a user have a question to ask it, or give it a particular task to create, or something to do, then the generative AI is able to use all the information that it has learned and is able to generate an output for you, which is not exactly like for the exact question that you ask, just like giving you an exact answer to it. It really is able to mold the information that it has for the question you asked or the task that you expected it to perform, mold it in a nice way and really package it in such a beautiful and creative way that when it is presented to you as a user, you are just marveled by it. And something like this exists in the Mahabharata too. You know about Maya, the daemon architect whose life was saved by Arjuna and Lord Krishna. Maya was so much in gratitude that his life was saved that he wanted to showcase his token of something small, right, in appreciation of the deeds that Arjuna has done to him, that he pleaded Arjuna, is there anything that I can do to you? Arjuna was a bit taken aback by this because he was not expecting any boon from Maya or anything really in return as a favor from him for having saved his life. He turned to Krishna for the situation. And Lord Krishna said, Maya, you are a superior architect and a pioneer in your field. Why don't you build something splendid for the Pandavas? Maya agreed to it immediately, and he transformed the barren land, the barren forest land that the Pandavas had, into the magnificent, magical and beautiful city of Indraprastha. Just like the generative AI, the information that Maya has, all the experiences that he collected as an architect, that's the kind of information that generative AI has. And the task given was to build something for the Pandavas. So Maya then created something beautifully and splendidly. So just like this, generative AI is also able to respond to the task it has been instructed to do and construct the output in a very creative way. And the beauty of Indraprastha was not just on the outside. It was also on the inside. Inside, there were wonderful objects and wonderful things that was really rare or something that cannot be found in the normal world outside. Because these things were created by Maya out of his, all the information that he created. He has learned as an architect out of all his creativity. So basically, he poured in a lot of creativity and made such visually appealing things inside that whoever walked into Indraprastha were marveled by its beauty. And the true magic lied in the Maya Sabha, or the Hall of Illusions. Once Duryodhana was invited by the Pandavas to explore the Indraprastha. And just like anybody else, Duryodhana was also taken aback that the barren land that was given to the Pandavas has been transformed into something so magnificent and something so marvelous. So there were already seeds of jealousy and anger towards the Pandavas growing inside Duryodhana's mind. And to top that, when Duryodhana continued to explore the different halls of the Indraprastha, he had undergone a couple of incidents that literally angered him more. For instance, as he was walking, he was waiting for a gate to open or a door to open, and the Pandava brothers explained to him that there was really no door there. It is just an open space. It just looks as if it's a door, but there's really no door there. And then in another instance, as he was walking by, he banged himself against a wall because he mistook that particular space as a way to walk through, but in fact it was a hidden door. And the most important part comes now. As he was proceeding to explore further, he saw a beautiful lake which was able to reflect things around the space so well that he really wanted to walk through it, and so he lifted his clothes so that to ensure that his clothes don't get wet. So he lifted his clothes, and then he tried to step into the lake when the Pandava brothers smirkingly laughed and kind of mocked at him, saying, "Duryodhana, this is no lake. It is a highly polished, crystallized floor. It just looks like a lake. Don't worry, your clothes are not going to get wet. We can quickly walk by this floor. Please come." Duryodhana was a little hurt. And then he was so mesmerized with the different objects that we see that his attention drew through to a sequence of lotus flowers placed so well at particular distances that they looked so real that he wanted to take a closer look to really check if they were real or not. And then he stepped into it and thud! Splash, 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 splash. And then there were laughter all around him. It took him a few moments to realize what had happened. Those lotus were not any, an object or something. They were actual lotus, and it was an actual river. So it was actually placed inside this river, and Duryodhana had mistaken it for, the lotus as objects placed on the ground and then fallen into it accidentally. And now this time, not just the Pandava brothers, but everybody in the hall were laughing that it really hurt Duryodhana's ego so much that he felt so humiliated. Just like this, the generative AI is also able to generate a lot of fakes, things that are not true, things that are not facts. It is able to generate and simulate things that look very much as real, but they are not true. You must have heard about deep fakes in the news. It is very similar to how Duryodhana was misled into thinking, a proper floor, a highly polished floor as a lake, and the lotuses as not an object, but they were actually real lotus, and the floor itself was actually a river. So there are a lot of misleads, and you can easily get so into this generated data that you kind of miss the line what is real and what is simulated and fake. And this is exactly the problem of generative AI too, which in most terms we call it hallucinations. And whoever is using the generative AI either as to develop something, or you are just consuming it as a user, you need to really understand the boundary, and you need to know that whenever you are using it or you're building it, we build it in a very ethical way. We build it to ensure that it is done in a very responsible way, and the output that is given to the user is really reliable and something that you can take accountability for. Important lessons that we as consumers of generative AI, either be it in development or be it in normal consumption in our daily lives, need to understand that we need to be really sure of what is real data, what is simulated data, where is the boundary between artificial intelligence and the human intelligence. because the consequences it leads to can be really disastrous. Just in this case, although these are very small incidents, the seeds of humility that were embedded into Duryodhana were so strong that his stay in Indraprastha was one of the reasons that unintentionally resulted in the great war in Kurukshetra, or the Mahakurukshetra Yuddham. But this is just one incident from the Mahabharata. We also know about several incidents in the Ramayana. You know about Mayavi, the demon, who is able to create weapons and really change his appearance based on the enemy whom he is going to be confronting with. And also you know about Marichan, the golden deer that came in disguise. So yeah, like although today we do not have much time to speak about these parallels with these stories and the generative AI, I'm sure that this gives you kind of like an idea, and I kind of am able to provoke your thought to explore more in this particular concept, because I really find it so fascinating. I thank my husband for encouraging me to pick this subject to discuss with you in today's session, and also thanks to Samskriti Europe edition for giving me the opportunity. Happy Margazhi.
என்றும் Sudha Vinoth Kumar from Germany, and on the occasion of the Samskriti Margazhi Utsavam 2024-25, I am very glad to present a small presentation about the Aaya Kalaigal 64 according to the classical Tamil literature. There is a concept of the 64 art forms, also known as Aaya Kalaigal in Tamil. These art forms cover a broad spectrum of cultural expressions ranging from fine arts to performance arts, and each one is deeply rooted in the cultural ethos of the Tamil people. The 64 arts were traditionally believed to be essential for a well-rounded education and for participation in the cultural and social life of Tamil tradition. The 64 art forms are namely, as we know it today, Ezhuthilakkanam, or study of writing and script, Ezhuthaatril, writing skills, Kanidaviyal, mathematics, Marainul, sacred texts, Thonnam, ancient lore, Ilakkanaviyal, grammar, Nayanul, ethical texts, Kaniyakkalai, art of calculation, Arathapal, ethics, Ogakkalai, the art of voice modulation and speech, Mandirakkalai, the art of chanting mantras, Nimittakkalai, the art of signs and symbols, Kammiyakkalai, the art of manual labor, Maruthuvakalai, medical arts, Uruppamaivu, architecture, Maravanappu, ritualistic practices, Vanappu, forest skills, Aniyal, adornment art, Inithu Moridal, sweet speaking, Nadagakalai, drama or theatre arts, Adarkalai, dance, Olinuppa Arivu, sound techniques, Yar Iyal, it is the string instrument Yar, Kuralisai, flute music, Mattalanul, literature on central themes, Thala Iyal, rhythm and beat, Villatral, archery, Ponnottam or goldsmith, Therpayirchi, chariot training, Yanayetram or elephant training, Kudirayetram, horseback riding, Maninottam, jewelry design, Manniyal, agriculture, Porpayirchi, war training, Kaigalappu, handicrafts, Kavirchiyal, charm or enchantment, Ottugai, running technique, that is speed training or endurance, Natpu Pirikai, friendship management, Mayakkum mesmerism, Punarungalai, rejuvenation arts or for restoring health, Vasiyakkalai, magic or sorcery, Idaliyakkalai, psychic arts, Innisai Payirchi, vocal music training, Pira Uyir Mori, animal language or understanding animal communication, Nadi Payirchi, dance training, Magirutham, cheerful arts or making others happy, Kaluram, controversy management, Irapparigai, disaster management, Maraithadai Aridal, the art of secrecy or espionage, Van Pugudal, skydiving or flying techniques, Van Selgai, skyward journey or aerial journey techniques, Kuduvittu Kudu Paidal, teamwork and group formation, Tannuru Karattal, self-control, Mayan, the art of creating illusions, Perumayan, mastery in creating grand illusions, Alarkattu, charming spell, Neerkattu, water binding, Valikattu, thread binding, Kankattu, eye magic or eyesight techniques, Navakattu, speech binding or the art of speech control or mastery, Vindukattu, joy binding or creating happiness or joy, also related probably to celibacy, Pudayarkattu, treasure binding, Vatkattu, thread weaving, Sonium or black magic. The masters of the 64 arts in Tamil tradition include a diverse group of gods, sages, philosophers, artists, whose contributions formed the backbone of ancient Tamil culture. These individuals, many of whom are revered as divine figures, are seen not just as practitioners but as embodiments of wisdom in various artistic and scholarly domains. Their legacy lives on in the spiritual, cultural and artistic practices of Tamil Nadu, and in the broader Indian subcontinent. Let us all celebrate our rich cultural heritage and history and try our best to pass on to our upcoming generations. Thank you.